Hey, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel where I teach content creators and content marketers how to scale their agency to 6 figures. I've talked about LinkedIn a million times because it plays a huge role in how my students and I land clients. I've got a bunch of videos on this, so I'll drop some links below. Essentially, our relationships with our leads start on LinkedIn. We send them an invite, send them a message, and then we take the conversation to email. Using this process, my business has hit almost $20,000 a month in revenue, and this was all using LinkedIn for free. But I am always testing out new things, so I decided to try LinkedIn Sales Navigator and see if it helped my client acquisition process at all. In particular, I wanted to see if Sales Navigator would make it possible for us to spend less time on LinkedIn so that we could move the relationship forward faster, meaning close clients faster. We're going to talk about the financial investment, the pros and cons, and in the end, I will tell you whether or not I thought it was worth it to continue paying for it. So stay tuned. As of right now, we are in July 2021, and this is how LinkedIn is currently pricing Sales Navigator. I got this right from their website. I opted for the professional account, so $79.99 a month, billed monthly, but I did start with the free trial. Honestly, after the free trial, I wasn't really blown away. And full disclosure, at that point, I had planned not to move forward with a paid subscription. Funnily enough, when I went to cancel my account before my free trial ended, Sales Navigator was like, "Oh, don't go," and they gave me 2 months half off. So I did it. And to be fair, the free trial, yes, it's enough time to give you an idea of the tool, but it is still a limited amount of time, and I wanted to give it a fair chance. Plus, I love LinkedIn. I know what kind of potential it has, so I really wanted this to work. So I moved forward with a paid plan, half off, for the next 2 months. Now, let's talk about some of the pros of Sales Navigator. First, and this is a big one for me, it gives you access to people that you wouldn't otherwise have access to. You do not have to be connected to someone to send them a message. And this is because with Sales Navigator, it gives you access to a feature called InMail. InMail means you can message people without having to send them an invite first. Because my process starts with sending the lead an invite, waiting for them to accept it, and then sending them a message, I saw huge potential here because InMail makes it possible to kind of bypass that part of the formula and just go straight to sending them a message. Cool, really, really cool. Sales Navigator's search function is also really powerful. It has all of these additional filters and settings so that you can more easily track down the exact person that you're looking for. Also a very important step in Revenue Spark in my program. Now you can accomplish the same thing using something called Boolean searches. I have a whole video on that, so I will drop that link below. But with Sales Navigator, it's a little faster and more precise. There's less guesswork. If you want to track down the person in the marketing department who manages email promotions, you can pretty easily find them in Sales Navigator using advanced search options like filters and keywords. Another pro, unlimited search. With a free LinkedIn account, it limits how many times you can search for someone on the platform. And once you hit that point, it's going to temporarily block you because it thinks you're spamming. But I want to be really clear about something here. Even with a free LinkedIn membership, you do not need to be hitting that limit. Almost all of my students use LinkedIn for free and they don't hit LinkedIn's search limit. That's because we care about the quality of our leads as much as the quantity. We are not searching for hundreds and hundreds of leads. We are searching for dozens. But it's always nice to know that you have no limit and it gives you a little extra breathing room, which is something you get with Sales Navigator. And it also allows you to save your searches. That right there could shave off a little bit of time in the future. And this is kind of cool. You can see who viewed your profile in the last 90 days, which I feel like used to be a feature that everyone got with a free membership, but now you have to be paying for Sales Navigator. What I love about this is that it's sort of a way to spy on people who were spying on you. And if it's someone that you get the impression maybe they were interested in working with you, you can reach out to them. The last thing that really jumped out to me with Sales Navigator is that you can save your leads, you can create lists, and you can set alerts. Saving leads is kind of a big deal because landing clients, forming these relationships, isn't about messaging one person one time and that's it. You're going to be following up with them, and importantly, you need to have a way to keep track of every single person that you've ever contacted and what stage in the relationship they left off at. So LinkedIn absolutely offers a number of pros and benefits, but let's get to the drawbacks. Really, there's just one big one. InMail. Yeah, the biggest pro for me also ended up being the biggest con. I mentioned earlier that I was really excited about being able to message people on LinkedIn without having to be connected with them first. I had very high hopes for this feature, and I knew that if it was able to help me land clients faster or land more clients, then Sales Navigator was definitely going to be worth the investment. But it didn't make that big of a difference. Was I able to have a few conversations with leads that I hadn't yet connected with? Yes, absolutely. But honestly, it wasn't much more effective than sending someone an invite, letting them accept it, and then messaging them. Many of my InMail messages still went unanswered, same as how many of my invites go unanswered. So really, InMail didn't help me get any further along in the process. Plus, with the plan that I paid for, you only get 20 InMail credits a month, meaning you can only message 20 people a month using InMail. I'm not reaching out to hundreds of leads, but I'm certainly reaching out to more than 20, and those credits go fast. You're essentially paying for access to people, but it did not change the outcome for me. This honestly was the buzzkill for me. I really needed InMail to deliver better results if Sales Navigator was going to be worth spending $80 a month on, which is pricey, and it just didn't live up to my expectations. The other benefits I mentioned were very cool, but not cool enough. Once again, they didn't really have all that much of an impact. Unlimited search is great, but honestly, if you are paying attention to quality as much as quantity, and if you know how to use Boolean searches, you don't need unlimited searches, and you certainly don't need to spend $80 a month to get them. Keeping track of your leads, my students have a customized spreadsheet that I have built for them, and they use that to keep track of their leads. I use the same thing. Don't need Sales Navigator for that. The advanced search function in Sales Navigator was nice, but again, with Boolean searches, you can almost mimic those results. You can almost always find who you need. It might take a little bit longer, but not that much. It's very manageable, and it's free. I've told you before that I will only invest in a tool if it saves me time, saves me money, and or makes me money. Business is fine. I can afford $80 a month, but I still need to see a return on my investment. I'm very careful with my money. Sales Navigator did save me some time, but still at the end of the day, the results weren't any different. Unfortunately for me, in my line of work, I just don't see the benefit. So I canceled my subscription and I'm going to continue using LinkedIn for free. None of this is to say that Sales Navigator is bad. I don't think that at all. And in fact, if I wasn't so frugal and if I didn't care so much about spending money that I thought was gonna kind of just go down the drain, I would just let it run. I would leave it there. I would continue paying for it. And I'm happy to invest in tools, tools that make our lives, our jobs easier and give us better results. I knew that for Sales Navigator to be worth the expense, I only needed to land one client with it and it would pay for itself many times over. But I wanted more than that. I wanted to see if it would help me refine my client acquisition process completely. I wanted to see a significant difference, and I didn't. If you still want to give Sales Navigator a try, go for it, you might love it. But what I want to reassure you of is that you can 100% use LinkedIn to connect with your leads and land clients for free. You do not have to pay. In Revenue Spark, I teach professionals how to take control of their lives, their time, their income, using my proven formula for landing high-paying clients. Bright landed 2 clients before even finishing the program, doubling his income. Devin replaced her full-time income that she was earning at her previous 9-to-5. Kathy transitioned from 20 years as a nurse to now earning money as a writer. There's a common denominator here. These professionals utilized my laser-focused approach for landing clients to essentially take control of their careers and earn money on their terms. Sounds like fun, am I right? If you want to join my community of highly skilled professionals taking their businesses to new heights, then just scroll down and click the link below to learn more about Revenue Spark. Thanks for sticking around. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. and subscribe to my channel, and also be sure to click on the notification bell so that YouTube will alert you anytime I upload new content, and I'll see you next time.